pistol round though is gonna be the entry and that plan towards the A side.
Spike planted.
The timing though, but Jungkook is ready for it.
And John just has nowhere to go, unfortunately. No alarm bot here in this round. That turret doesn't find him, so this C push pays off beautifully. 2 early kills here in the retake, and the rest of M80 are completely crunched onto the site. Koala gonna do his best to try and whittle the numbers down. Xander also gonna try his hand at it as a Proto and Brock hop back into the kill feed. And just like that, the pistol round to Moist Moguls, where I thought they were gonna get a little aggressive out towards A. Instead, they're rotating through the spawn, but they completely give up C, ready to retake.
And they get that information thanks to a Proto that was up close and personal, but just a matter of time waiting for everybody to be up together and push this C site.
Cover going out.
To get the first kill.
Yeah, you laid out towards mid. It seems a Proto ready for this one here. Sim gonna work his way on Guardian in hand. The rest of the team just behind him as Nismo gets a bit of damage, but a bit of damage isn't enough to win you a round. A Bulldog in hand, but forced to rack the bolt finds EU.
Post one scenario or to hold this lurk that they know is coming from Sim.
Bomb grenade out. Can't use that yet.
They know it's coming, but how do they know it's coming, right? Because he had fallen back when they went to go get the spike. He's taking the long way around, and they're completely unsuspecting. The spray down lands. Another player underneath Heaven with the paint shells might be in a bit of trouble as he pushes through. Xander dealt with, and Moist Moguls do it again. 4 rounds. Not gonna take that duel just yet. Here comes that Rolling Thunder, though. They want to try and stay on the fight. This is what they've done round after round. Here comes the rocket, though. Nobody dealt with. Instead, it's Sim to fall. Koala opening up this round in this site once more as the spray comes through. 1 rifle was all they needed, but now they've gotten themselves.
Really made the difference. Also allowing that Rolling Thunder to be available to give that entry to the A site. The showstopper not connecting. And these are the kind of rounds that we are expecting from M80. That patience and trying to play around it. The Thief had a sword to save, but never mind, is denied by M80.
Ooh, Hunter Shuri, that'll get out one of the updrafts. So Koala's gonna try and run him down, though, and there's just no escape for Brock, unfortunately. Tries to make a big play, but the big play is now in the hands of Koala, who finds 2 early kills again.
Get especially.
It's only 2 rounds, but that player is put on an island for so long. Everybody has to get so far away that, yeah, it is just absolutely not worth it. So clears everybody from the site. And look at where everybody's coming from as well. Everyone from the top side of the map. Rolling Thunder comes through and a Proto sits down EU. He thought he had the angle. I don't know if Koala was spotted. It doesn't matter. Inside the smoke, and his team is dying around him. As Flyer runs through, Koala does it again. It's Mr. Multi-Kill. 2 kills here in this round. For the last 3 rounds, he's done it. Now he tries to hang on with Xander. Plays out towards long. Koala with the dash on. 3 kills. Needs the 4th to try and close out the round. And Thief is only down to 15 HP. The tailwind used. The dash that creates the paranoia. Another smoke goes out. Unfortunately, Thief just has to stick, and he's not healthy enough.
It works perfectly for this kind of retake onto the A site. It's 4v4. Koala's down. There's a chance.
And just unsuspecting. And there might be enough time. Nope. Not enough time to destroy that one. Xander sneaks away, completely detained, though. Thief gonna hop onto the spike, looking to get this one halfway before fighting with the rest of the team to try and secure the round and reclaim their lead. 3 still alive, though, as we go back and forth. Nismo taking control. It's no Koala. It's Nismo this time around. This is the lockdown. It's Koala, not Xander. Well, that just wasn't the case. It's 2 players here on the C site. They want to fight for it. Koala takes a bit of damage and trying to hold on to it, and a Proto's still here. Forced to swap weapons, always out of ammo. Koala's been dealt with. John's down as well, stuck inside the Omen form. And Xander goes down, and EU, the left of the last one standing, tagged up by the Recon Bolt, and quickly being run down. It's Flya on the backstab. Xander, that's actually where he wanted to go instead. He'll be stunned up, some time bot. Squala goes aggressive. Ooh, paint shells is gonna force him backside here. The util usage has been good to stall, and here it is. Deadeye himself as he works his way through. Can't quite find the 3rd. He was stunned up. Solo ulted by that Rolling Thunder, and this play has forced M80 out towards the C side. Koala's in the back lines. I said he was low health, and that's who you wanted him to be, low health, but it might not matter until it does. Finally, Brock will silence, but Nismo cuts it down. A 1v1, and Nismo does not have to worry about the plant. That spike is already down. Same Recon Bolt we see, same Jiggle Peek. Out from Brock, who did it all himself in the last round. Tries to do it again here in this one. Shock guard at the feet. Nismo not ready for the swing, and Brock will do it once more. Keep up that same fast play style. It looks like they do. Oh,
no! Oh, 2 kills for Koala Noob with the Sheriff as well.
half. Brock has to be careful, but he does have information for his team. He does have shock darts. Looks like he wants to be tipping the spear, though. Off of contact here from Xander. The stun goes out. 2 players affected by it. And,
Spike down.
well, it's all up to a Proto. Spots out Nismo. Shots to the head. Through the box. Not enough to secure the kill. And M80
Gonna be waiting up close.
Sim needs to be ready for everything here, and it does look like he is, but M80 haven't quite pulled the trigger just yet. Now inside the smoke, just like Koala Noob did previously. They weren't ready for it. Sim and Thief to find the first couple of kills, make it 2 for Thief as EU looks to trade him back, but now it's all up to Nismo. He's got 3 players on the other side of him. He dodges out on the stun, taps to the first head, needs to find 2 more. Unfortunately, will not have the space nor the time, so he's forced away, and Moist Moguls have taken the round.
Yeah, there's no chance, nothing else. As Moist once again.
Okay. All right. Diffuses. They've detonated on both sides. As John Cutie and EU find their way back into this round, way of Hunter's Fury, and because of that, Proto's able to put down that lockdown, make this one harder to retake. Nismo gonna go aggressive, try and deal with a few players here. Shock darts queued up. Time off the clock as that spike continues to tick. Paranoia goes out. Smokes galore as they spray down the diffuser. It's Xander first to fall. Brock looks for something extra, but instead it's EU to get it. As he gets spammed down, that smoke was not strong enough to keep him alive.
Even have to use a lot, pretty much anything. The strong ultimates that we're gonna see in the next couple rounds. Need.
They've got the read. Look at this, Nismo.
So we do Rolling Thunder.
Ready for the Rolling Thunder. Chooses not to send it, though. Owl drone dealt with. Operator here on the angle. Sim the first one to fall. Paint shells go out. And another just around the corner. Nismo gonna hang on to the util. Instead, will use the rifle. As Koala finally falls, only 2 remain. And Aftershock will force their hand. It looks like they choose. If they didn't hear anybody out towards long, which they should have heard a Proto maybe leaping away, they definitely spotted that spike is no longer there. Split across the map, so a 2v2 here out towards the A site, a 2v2 out towards C should they need it. Here comes that Rolling Thunder, though. They want this round. They want it bad. Recon Bolt dealt with, so is a Proto, and M80 have done.
Off your feet!
Wow. I mean, Moist kind of letting it slip. Okay, never mind. A Proto. Quick with it, clears the corner, a 1-tap and backs away from it all. Unfortunately, the stun has subsided. You've got to try and take these fights, and they have all the tools to do so. Instead, Nismo stuck inside the smoke. Xander, not long for this world, but Nismo still gets one as the smoke will dissipate. And this time, it's Brock and Thief. And Thief, not 5 HP. How about 1 HP in the 1v2? A beautiful flash, Koala with the knives, and we find ourselves 1v1 around the box C long. And this is where Brock will thrive, and that's exactly Sim, which means you also lost the showstopper and the tip of your spear. Thief was also 1 HP, but they still had the confidence to take the map the way that they would previously. Nothing changed for them, and this one starts off the same exact way. Sim with an early kill. Hunter's Fury's traded, and Brock will do it again. Thief will teleport backside, look to secure this one for the team. Unfortunately, can't find the kill. John Cutie takes down 2 before he makes his exit. And again, we find ourselves even, but the best 2 players alive in a situation like this. It's dynamic duo of Koala and Nismo. Moist Moguls know it. They're not committing to this plan just yet. Finally, they'll get that spike down.
Spectre, though, for Koala Noob. I'll be getting out close, and Nismo's gonna take care of it just fine. Vandal for no value towards backside.
This is going to buy out that lockdown, though. Hunter's Fury using the last round means no real way to deal with this one unless Sim is going to look to get aggressive. Aftershock goes through. Only a couple bullets need to land, but they don't do so in time. Instead, he'll find the kill, but the attacker all forced away. But they got the spike planted. A Proto's got a lockdown of his own. Aftershock going to come through. He can't stay to defend it, but he'll back away, and Thief will make sure he does so safely. The cavalry has arrived, however, and they want to push up on this one. Nobody to defend as Nismo goes aggressive. Now they only have to worry about the spike, but they have to have the spam around them. And Koala left reeling in it all with an operator. Will hop onto the spike once more with 61 HP. He's blinded up. He's just about taken down, and it's Brock to do it. Moist Moguls will take back 100%. And speaking of rolls, Koala Noob gonna have to wait a second before getting too aggressive. As I say that, look at this. Everybody's out towards mid, just about 5 players for M80. Make it 3 for Moist Moguls. Okay, now just down to the last 2 as Thief and Brock will try and fight their way out of it, and they're doing so successfully. EU only alive for moments. And if you're the underdogs here in this one, you got to beat the favorites sometime, whether it be now or in the finals. See if they do close it out in 2. Sim, my goodness, just trying to neutralize Koala the best he can. Fragment comes out. Nismo just going to get run down, and this was not the best of buys for a bonus. You have a couple of stingers coming into this one. Now the rifles.
2. You're used to making it close. When the advantage goes too far to the enemy team, it's hard to recover. Yeah, hunting for them, looking for them. Xander's actually going to answer. It's the last 2, so only 2 of those rifles for Moist get east side, having to back up though. And the Seekers are going to come through.
And a good toxic screen here. Make sure that Koala can't really find anything on this angle. Instead, he's going to try and create his own angle. He'll go up top and take down a Proto. Out comes the rocket. And he walks away with 45 HP. Maybe able to sneak away, and he does so successfully. So much util tossed out that way, but a player down or Moist here on the site. No, it's just about everybody down as Thief goes aggressive, and M80 have dealt with that.
A little bit
punished for it.
Yeah, I tried to make things even, and Moist have been pretty successful at doing so recently, but in a round like that one is a different story. So low, the utility as well. The fragment take down Sim. Nismo's gonna take care of Flya as well.
Self and Moist Moguls in an awkward spot here. Plenty of credits, so they're still gonna try their hand at this 3v5. Smoke's still alive and still available. Brock can take the first fight, but he wasn't ready for the person right next to him. That person being EU, and he doesn't even get his one. Xander stays alive to take down his counterpart in Thief. Now Proto has to 1v5, and Koala's got to do it all himself. He's got the operator, no knives this time around. Sim gonna go up. That flick does not land. Instead, he'll turn around, flick to Koala, and find a kill himself. Flash through into heaven. Nismo not ready for the angle right in front of him. And Sim allowed 2 kills on the round to Xander. John Cutie
to back up and kind of respect that space that Moist has been able to take so far. But that means Moist is gonna secure that 5th round for them.
Very important too to be able to shoot that knife so that way they can make this hit go off without a hitch. Well, there's actually a hitch thrown in at EU. Nice shots there with that Hunter's Fury. Will take down Flya, but Sim, low HP, still finding kills. And opening up opportunities here for the Moguls as EU tries to take the high ground. It's Thief to finally sit him down. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, slowly but surely, Brock is looking to get himself connected back into the fight, and he's full HP, he's full utility. Should be the linchpin in this round. A player ahead as Koala takes down Thief. Now things get even, and that's actually going to buy out the lockdown. They have to go aggressive to try and deal with this one.
And that's so hard to do right now. So it's going to fall right in the hands of Brock as Sander goes down. The 1v2 for Koala Noob, and we've seen what this player is capable of doing with 2 different angles to take care of, and it's not going to be possible this time around. Brock, once again, the last operator very, very early on is already when they're pretty much taking control of that site. But yeah, they're going for it.
That they are. The rocket will find the first. The op shot does not land as Nismo stands and fights on the site. Going aggressive is Sim, and he finds the head, but it's through a wall. Finally, Nismo dealt with, but not before finding 2 as Sim will back away, caught on his heels. ZU takes him down. Now it's a drone for information. A 2v3. Brock is tagged, and who goes through the wall first? It's the op. The tip of the spear is there. Where is Thief playing? Do they know? Yes, they do. They've got the read. They've got the round. M80 cut
perfectly. Xander needs to get this one, though.
Oh, Xander's about to get it all pit for pit. Unfortunately, Flya is gone, so the only one that stands will be John Cuties. And that makes, well, this A-side anything less than cute. A pretty undesirable position to play. What are you doing, Nismo? Sim has absolutely no idea. Nismo has absolutely no idea. So we go 1 for 1. But Moist Moguls come out of this trade a player ahead, but a pit still to worry about.
Well, Moist, again, on the first half, taking the lead. Oh, he's fine.
He's fine. The same value as it would on a closer angle. He's also going to be healed up. Got a potion from his friend, Brock. Now Flya is about to spread his wings and just go to town. And the back lines will find one, make it 2. John Cutie doesn't even want to turn around. He doesn't even know what's just happened. He finds his 1 as Flya tries to walk away. Nismo there to greet him. Says, get out of my restaurant. This last round comes to a close. Moist in a decent spot. A Proto here, stuck on the site. Nismo just not ready for the angle. The shots go wide, but a Proto reels it back in for both. 8 to post with 5.
5v5 here, but yeah, the stars gonna get placed here as Moist. They need to go for this retake, and immediately see him going down.
Nismo able to get a kill just before that wall goes up. Koala gonna spray on through. A lot of utility tossed out at this one. Steve will finally get a kill in response, but it might not matter. Steve and a Proto have a whole lot to get done, and not a whole lot to do with that. Smoke will dissipate. Proto finds himself in a bad spot. He wants to be anywhere. 9 times out of 10, find that first pick. They're not giving him that chance.
Yeah, and with the utility here, they're gonna be playing so far back for the set of Moist onto this A site. They're gonna have that star early on to deal with it, to create that delay, and Proto's on the other side towards Art. That's his one.
He completely left on an island because of that gravity well. Koala dashes on, and a Proto, like you said, deals with him, gets his one. Sim still here, trying to fight forward, but Nismo and John Cutie equalize things here at a 3v3 on the side as EU gets back two, and oh my god, who would have guessed it? It's M80's round.
Full advantage of the second half of Pearl, as they've been doing so far. 3 rounds in a row, 8-8.
Oh man, Koala trying to do Koala things, unfortunately met by Proto!
No
who
way.
snaps to Nismo, and your dynamic duo is now gone, and finally, Moist
Available as well, in case things go the other way around. It shouldn't be needed for now.
Spike planted.
really good timing here from Sim. Finds a backstab. This is information that you lack without a Sentinel with John Cutie on that
Completely
Viper.
surrounded.
Yep, and now Xander in an awkward spot. EU's here to try and bail him out. Usually what comes next is an EU double, as Xander double with John Cutie finding one of his own, but not this time around. Instead, Thief says, I want to be...
There's nobody up close there. So the read initially seems to be good for Moist. Oh, they know about this aggression.
Yeah, they more than know about it. They deal with it, finding that kill. Koala, in all the confidence in the world now. One player down, make it two. Flya joins Sim in the afterlife. Thief says, hey, I missed you guys. And also takes a trip to the Underdark. Unfortunately, Brock's trip was around the road to the beast. Himself, the showstopper, makes it a little bit easier to deal with the Viper in the pit. But look how far that pit extends into Link, Dryad.
And that makes these ultimates so much more difficult to get value of. But there's no way. How does Thief get that Viper? And there it is, ultimate down.
At random through the Viper's pit, maybe caught as he was walking out. Flya finds the next, and I said that these retakes haven't been great. But this one here it's ults and util galore. And there's just no real answer. A beautiful Hunter Shuri, though, and a vulnerable target in Brock. Next up is Sim to try and hop onto that one. They might have just bought enough time as Xander looks to walk his way through. Can't quite deal with the defuse, but a shock dart just might no Flya. He might not have the kills, but he's got himself the defuse, and the round will go the way of Moist Moguls.
And after Sim got taken down early on, Viper's pit.
They're not going to be used. It looked like that Nebula and Brock a little lost in the sauce there. Couldn't quite sneak away, so he's standing inside the snake bite a little too long. Reload, though, coming out, and now Thief is left all on his lonesome. Two players just on the other side of him, and the health bars there getting lower. But you could say the same for everybody here left in round 20. The drop down from Thief as the star goes through, the wall will fall, and too many targets on the other side. This couple of rounds before we got started. Now we can jump back into the action. Op shot doesn't quite land. Koala and Sim trade the kills back and forth, though, and this one even as we continue the rest around minute 25 on the clock.
Gonna trade here again. Early on, Sim goes down, though, but Proto answers back. It's all back and forth. This A side has been so difficult for Moist, and now they have to deal with it again. And realizes there's nobody else towards that A main, so the two players here could be and have to be right place, right time to get this one done, especially with that no command.
Xander will deal with Flya. Thief and Brock forced to play retake, and I mean, it's on the map. With Nismo, Nismo dealing with that Trailblazers, everything. Xander goes undetected on this angle. That guiding light confirms the information, but we already know players are out towards long. Who is backside? Nismo steps up. John Cutie finally, oh no, never mind. It's Xander backside. John Cutie is still out towards long. That reload should be heard. Here on the swing, attack from Brock, 23 HP. It's not a whole lot to try and clutch out this round, and he's running out of time, and M80 are playing that clock perfectly. Xander will finally find the final kill, and a Cosmic Divide to push through. And the spike, it hasn't yet been committed, but neither is the defense. Look at this drive. They're still set up across the map.
Brock was flash for that kill, but I mean, you take down Koala, no good chance. Spots another one of those players, and there's gonna be that swing. No way, Xander gets the best of it.
Brock just feeling himself there.
Spike down B.
Deep does it again. Deep sprays down John Cutie. EU pushes aggressive, finds a Proto inside the smoke. We continue the back and forth, but Deep still has his ultimate available. Does he have an opportunity to use it? The knife goes out. He'll have to wait 8 seconds on the suppression, and he's not even alive for it. No time to wait, and Sim will have to do it all himself, but they swing him at the same time, and M80 say goodbye as they take map 2, and they push us this, on the KO, excuse me. You're 1-0 point away from none of this Viper utility working. They've got the read on the players here. Nismo doesn't have, well, the knife, he doesn't have his life. Nismo's gone. Sim gets one as that Nebula pops up. Now dashes forward right into the welcome arms of Xander, says, come on in, I've got a couple bullets for you. Looks to find some more, but it's only damage. As Xander falls, Brock collects a kill. And the site's been taken by Moist Moguls, but M80 are hot on their heels. They wanted to retake before that spike goes down, but they all get shut down.
In challengers so far. It's a composition that has been played internationally with a Viper. Played by Loud before, but in challengers something else to prove, and so far at least it works out. Oh, no way. Xander as well going down. Sim not giving them any space to work with.
Oh man, Nismo must have had some popcorn before this one. Fingers a little slippery. That flash did not go where he had hoped it did, and Sim took full advantage of that one, and Flya now gets to play the lurk. I guess the best part about this Viper utility is it's fire and forget. If you get to play around the map, you're not tethered by anything like the Omen or like the Sentinel. Koala neutralizes. And here comes the lineup. You can tell they've done their homework. Flya so disconnected from the play. Everything up to Thief. Try and clutch it out. Now Koala will hop onto the spike, getting this one halfway, looking to stick it the full way here. Here come the snake bites, and now Flya needs to get it done. Mr. Multi-Kill, can you do it? This spike is diffused halfway. EU runs him down, but does he have enough time for the defuse? Sim, now 2 knives for Sim, but he finds himself a rifle. Meanwhile, one of the defenders sneaks inside the smoke here. That being Xander. Are they ready for this? They do their due diligence. No, not like this. He's got himself the judge, and well, there's one execution. Make it 2 as a Proto and Thief fall. The shotgun, and Xander wants some more. Pushes aggressively. Nope, will swap weapons. And a bit more damage onto Flya, but there's the multi-kill that we talked about. M80 slowly slipping through their hands this round. Xander tried to reel it back in. Unfortunately, it's all left up to John Cutie, who's got himself 1 HP because of the decay. A 1v3. Brock will run him down. And Moist, 1 strand of hair.
That's enough.
Some dry skin hanging off the elbow. That's enough for Koala to find a kill with the operator, and they know the op is here. It looks like they're gonna reach out this 0 point. Hopefully he reveals too much. Flya, no way, crouches his way on through, finds that kill onto the operator. Nismo is vulnerable, but still finds that kill in response. 2 players fighting this cross out towards tree. That's the spike down. Stripped from the hands of
30
Brock.
seconds left.
Moist Moguls with 30 seconds left. I mean, they've just been left with nothing of this round.
And the last couple of rounds were a little bit faster, a little bit more explosive towards those sites. This time around, as they don't have the numbers, becomes more. Yeah, the KO waiting on the other side.
Blocking sight.
And they get the fragment, but the cost of that has been 40 seconds. Finally, they look to hit this site. Sim a little disconnected. Rolling Thunder comes on through to try and slow things down, and that's more time off the clock. And if you're Moist Moguls, you can't commit to anything here. Flya finally going to work his way on through. Finds the first, but 2 more defenders here on the site. And John Cutie has the high ground and continues to find the frags. As Xander gets 3 of his own, sprays them down. Flya walks right. He's not as aggressive as he once was here inside B main.
There's something as well that the other side, the attacking side of Moist, is expecting. So yeah, calling Noob forced to back up. Nobody to be found yet, though.
Ooh, and it's, oh my goodness, okay. The operator turns shotgun as he finds Sim's head again through the utility, through the smoke. Will punish Flya for standing right in the opening. The spray comes through. Brock 1 HP, Proto 85. And a 2v5. This one Again, just not winnable. Proto will find one, make it two. Nismo there, just too many defenders to worry about in time. So just about 8 seconds chipped off the clock as the spike kicks down. Thief locked down inside B main. No real way to cross. Some util tossed at his feet. Nismo gonna try and clear the angle. Paranoia queued up, but not needed. A Sim takes down two. Hasn't yet to fall. And the attackers turn defenders, doing a pretty good job keeping this site in their favor. Sim low in HP. Koala has to deal with the turret. Goes in with the knives, but cannot pull the weapon out in time. As John Cutie left to try and pick up the pieces, but he goes crumbling down himself.
Qualinum loves fighting for this spot.
And although this wall helps this walk-up, you also don't know what's going to be on the other side. They're ready for it, though. Just as we see it on the desk, Sim knows that Koala wants to fight for B main. A couple of cloud bursts later. And welcome back. The next round, Sim finds a double kill again. John Cutie. Uh-oh. Stuck on the site this time. Basically a 1v5. He's low in HP. They look to work their way through the smoke. John continues to spray. Only a classic, but he does find his one. Xander battles back for another. Unfortunately, 2 kills is not 5. 3 kills, however, a bit close. That hurts. Another round of Qualinum just doing things on his own. No way for a trade, playing so deep. Not even deep inside main, deep inside the spawn, just about.
Yeah.
Nismo here was trying to help him at the start of that round. Now hopefully hold on to the round. His knives on the opposite side. Sim forced it back away. Portal picks up a good couple of kills here. All the initiators are dealt with. Xander has to work his way all the way across the map. Trudge through the swamp and win a 1v5 to tie us up at the half. Otherwise, most Moguls have done a pretty incredible feat, coming back from 4 to 5. They put
Nothing yet. 35 seconds.
Now the footsteps are heard. That snake bite's so strong here in the pistol round. A couple of players vulnerable as Nismo wants to push through. He makes it onto the side successfully. Is blinded up by the paranoia. Thief dealt with, however. Xander works his way on up. A beautiful flash will force Flya away. And a player down. Our moist Moguls here in this retake.
Thief just with too much to take care of for that round. Could not do it. And now with the crossfire for everybody trying to jump down from heaven. No chance. Shot down immediately. 2 kills for Qualinum, but a Proto, the last one alive. They know exactly where he's gonna be. It's gonna be the pit.
Meanwhile, Moist Moguls, this is a must-win round in terms of economy and in terms of being reset in Sim on the receiving end of some damage early. Doesn't feel good to start.
Still waiting.
Wanted to play more aggressive. This is kind of the style that we're used to seeing for M80, and it would be insane if it managed to work out again.
Wow.
Shutting it down. Sim good for 2. Qualinum trying to answer back. The only one full HP in his team. There's a 2v3 here.
One enemy
That was
remaining.
so huge. Beautiful timing there from Sim. He worked his way across the map. Now John Cutie. Just nothing to do there. He's stalled out by that nano swarm.
And each team finding their ways to slow down this B main push. I can only do it for so long. Oh, 5 players of M80 here.
Oh, man, and that's how you want to get started. Koala goes up top, looks to find another. Good reveal, has a Bucky! Just sends it through. There's the shotgun style coming to fruition. Sim, however, neutralizes Koala. In this one, only allows him to find 2. Dashes away to safety. A 3v4 with all 3 on the top side of the map. Moist Moguls going to be working together against a healthy defensive M80 as they've got the spike planted at their feet. Logs player not quite spotted. EU is eventually going to take Sim down. It's not EU to get one more on the way out. Instead, it's John, Cutie, and just about everybody gets a piece of the pie as we tie up once more.
This is a good read that M80 have, and they've always had throughout challengers. Every single one of these players.
Face your fear!
Expecting the aggression, especially for M80. The flash is good. Trying to enter the
Spike down B.
Just about all the kills going the way of M80. They're making sure that it is all the kills. They only lose 1 in Nismo before closing out the eco round after that. It feels that Moist Moguls feel maybe it's a little chalked as the Proto will find the first, but he's traded out almost immediately. Rolling Thunder expended, though, in this round. The Viper's Pit gets nothing out towards B. Another kill traded back and forth. And John Q, the next one up. Nismo finds the response onto Steve. A bit lower in HP as a Cosmic Divide comes through, making it that much harder to push back and retake this A site. But a good snake bite. Finds vulnerability. Seekers go out. We'll confirm information on a close one inside the Cloudburst. Nismo shares that space with Sim, and Xander closes out the last.
Quick
Get it
entry.
fast.
Yeah.
And Deep's the only one here. Okay, never mind. Sim on a close angle here, trying to play the cross. No help just yet as we go back and forth once more. But last time, this ended in favor of M80, but Brock has been the linchpin here. EU and John Cutie, last two alive, yet to get that. And they'll still have to deal with that one here in a moment. That reload definitely hurt. Spike plant hurt as well. Trailblazer through. Spike delayed once more. EU have to try and keep John Cutie alive. A good fault line. Keep the defense at bay for now. Flash up and over the top. EU dealt with John Cutie next up. And Brock makes quick work to the site. But they don't do it without bloodshed. 25 HP on one, 19 on another.
Everybody alive though, and it seems like we're moist. This is kind of the thing that they've been waiting for.
They know they're on the other side. Hearing the footsteps, EU. The linchpin here, playing that late lurk. Xander to find the first. Nismo steps up for the next, but can't quite deal with it. EU, there he is on the pinch. But it's EU with two. The two are so very low, but they go unchecked. Sim will have to deal with the player just underneath. The fault line does not land, and John Cutie does. Again, clock ticking away. Seekers out. Seekers reveal two players out towards B. Maybe one mid, but they're making this one look like an A hit. That spike is not yet committed. Xander is going to push through his own fragment. Both players will go on through. And eventually, they'll gain not only control of this A site, but all the way into the spawn. M80 want to go. Rolling Thunder through that site. He's put in an awkward spot as he's stunned up and eventually will be taken down. Xander makes sure of it. With 14 seconds, there's plenty of time. Brock the next to go, and M80. They're looking to find themselves in the upper finals, and they're looking to do it with two more kills. It's all up to a Proto. He's unsuspecting of the angle. EU closes us out, and M80 do it in 3.